Hello, my dear students. Good morning to all. Today's date is 16 December 2020. Subject Social Studies, Class 5 Book Timetables. My dear students, we're reading the Chapter 18 Working of the United Nations. हम लोग Chapter 18 Working of the United Nations chapter को पढ़ रहे थे, right? आज हम लोग एक्सरसाइज डी एंड ई को सॉल्व करेंगे. डी, आंसर द क्वेश्चन इन ब्रीफ. आपको यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन दिया गया है, इसका आपको आंसर ब्रीफ में लिखना है, ठीक है? नंबर 1, लिस्ट द 6 मेन ऑर्गन ऑफ द यूनाइटेड नेशन. D1. The 6 main organs of the United Nations are General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, International Court of Justice, and UN Secretariat. Okay. Number 2. What are specialized agencies? Give two examples. D2. The specialized agencies of the United Nations are the agencies that work on economic, social, health, and environmental problems of the world by helping the countries which are facing these problems. Examples of specialized agencies include the United Nations Children's Emergency Fund (UNICEF) and the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization (UNESCO). D3. Where is the headquarters of the International Court of Justice located? D3. The headquarters of International Court of Justice is located at Hague, Netherlands. Hague, Hague, Netherlands. Okay. Now E1. Answer the question in detail. 1. Discuss the relationship between India and the United Nations. E1. India is one of the founding members of the United Nations. Even today, it actively participates in the activities of the United Nations. India has been lending support to the peacekeeping operations of the United Nations, Indian Armed Forces personnel to its peacekeeping forces. Okay. Many Indians are working in various specialized agencies of the United Nations. India has been an active supporter for the cause of freedom and human rights. The United Nations has also supported India in resolving its social, economic and environmental issues. So this is the answer for E1. Now 2. How do specialized agencies help the United Nations in achieving its goal as mentioned in the United Nations Charter? How do specialized agencies help the United Nations in achieving its goal as mentioned in the United Nations Charter? 2. The specialized agency help the United Nations in achieving its goal as mentioned in the United Nations Charter by helping the member countries to solve their economic, social, health, and environmental problems. The agencies of the United Nations work on social, economic, and environmental issues, such as protection of human rights and improving the living condition of the poor and needy. The specialized agencies include the following. The United Nations Children's Emergency Fund (UNICEF) works for the development and protection of children and women. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization (UNESCO) works to improve educational standard and protect the historical and cultural sites across the world. The International Labour Organization (ILO) helps people find opportunities to work and protects the rights of the worker. The World Health Organization (WHO) works to promote health of the people around the world. So this is the answer for E2. Okay. E3. Differentiate between the main organs and the specialized agencies of the United Nations. 3. Main organ of the United Nations. The main organs of the United Nations include the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, the International Court of Justice, and the Secretariat. The main organ called Economic and Social Council is responsible for coordinating and reviewing the activities of the special agencies of the United Nations. Specialized Agency of the United Nations. The specialized agency include the United Nations Children's Emergency Fund (UNICEF), the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization (UNESCO), the International Labour Organization, the International Labour Organization (ILO), and the World Health Organization (WHO). The specialized agencies help the United Nations in achieving its goal as mentioned in the United Nations Charter by helping the member countries to solve their economic, social, health, and environmental problems. The agencies of the United Nations work on social, economic, and environmental issues such as protection of human rights and improving the living condition of the poor and needy. So these are the answer for D and A. So please try to write the answers correctly. Thank you.